Hey everybody, it's Sulfur here again with another Project Altirus update video. So this one's, well, it's been a long time coming, as you all know. What are you guys doing? You having fun in there? Come on outside, it's a lovely day. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't have a video in February because, well, I'd already talked about everything the previous month, and, well, I was so up to my eyeballs trying to get this map done, I really didn't have anything else going on. I'd say it was all worth it, honestly. I'd have to say East Learzog is probably my favorite map that I've released. I've had a lot of fun testing it. However, this update video comes to you with a lot more to discuss, because Steel has updated the tools pack. Starting, as you all know, with new weapon modes. As you can see, this rifle's got a pointy bit at the end of it. And unlike the last bayonet I made, you don't have to lug a whole other rifle around just to stab idiots. Well, speaking of idiots. So yeah, for those of you playing on Beta Branch, you might find that now there is suddenly a lot to talk about. In addition to the new weapon mode addition. Hang on a minute. I'd say it's stabbing time. Tenohaka Banzai. The Tenohaka Banzai. Okay. Alright, these people are being rude and they don't want to let me demonstrate what I'm talking about, so I'm gonna have to persuade them. Oh hey! Howdy fellas! Here's a gift. From me to you. Enjoy. You see, those three are getting a kick out of it. Oh. Excuse me, let's just get right to the point. That'll learn you. Who's next? Has anyone else not heard that the Emperor will live for 1,000 years? I think that's what it translates to. I mean, Sylvania doesn't really have an emperor. They got the Minister of Defense, Bartony Kruvik. Oh, hang on. I got you. Tenohaka Banzai! Shit. Yeah, this thing is definitely risk versus reward. Ah, heck, my cop's back. Oh, not my... Ow. Coward, get back here. Coward, get back here! Oh. I walked right into that, didn't I? Yeah, literally, I walked right into that one. So, now that we've had a look at the fine art of stabbing people, let's take a look at my other application for this new update. What are those two back there? Probably back there chewing on Mars bars. I don't even know what that means. Right, rifle grenades, as you can see. Currently making the one for the KB509. Brant will follow once I've done some bug squashing. Ow! I know that was just one. I'll give it another go, and... Ow! Surprise, idiots! Anyone else? Yeah, I didn't think so. Right, so... Yeah, once I get all the bugs sorted with the KB509 version, I'll make one for the Brant. It's a little less straightforward than I was thinking it'd be. There's a lot of problems I run into trying to get them to work, but, you know, hopefully I'll be able to get around to getting those done sometime soon. So like I mentioned, my plate is a little full right now, so we'll have to see. So, as I'd mentioned in my previous update video, Naval Battles are a thing that is in the works right now. Now, this map itself is progressing sluggishly. I have not done a whole lot of work on the map itself, mainly just some cursory tests just to see if various things work. The bots, as per usual, are the bottleneck. That is going to take some figuring out. Mostly, however, it has just been a test bed for various things relating to naval combat, including use of that battleship you see over there. Yes, it is drivable, currently working on fire control and some other things. And also, torpedoes. Yes, I got them working, and no, they are not invisible projectiles. Now, the trouble is, to get them to fly straight and level, I did have to use a script that means they might only be usable on custom maps, and not in standalone vehicles that you might find on the workshop. Even more updates to RF Tools may have given me a solution, but I have yet to try that out. We'll have to see. This works fine for now. I got them working from boats. From planes, not sure, but I might have some ideas. I've yet to try them out, but again, we'll have to see. Now, in addition to all this stuff, as y'all know, amphibious vehicles are also doable in Ravenfield tools now, thanks to the recent update. Now, I haven't made any amphibious vehicles for Altirus itself, but I have played around with... I still don't know what's up with these. There's something up with the water. Something with the water that I use that causes these wake effects to look weird. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe I can't. We'll have to see. Anyway, amphibious vehicles. Those are now possible, among other things. Something you'll notice if you look at the vanilla APC and also the LVT4 I made. Like I said, not for Altirus, but it's there on the workshop if you want to check it out. They feel a lot less floaty. Something I didn't like about vehicles in Ravenfield is they don't have a lot of weight to them. Like, you know, you go over a hill and it feels like you're sort of floating in jelly. And, you know, like when your tank is supposed to, like, crash down after going over an obstacle. Instead, it just sort of drifts down. Well, that's fixable now, apparently. So I'm going to have a look at all the Altirus vehicles, and also add them into the APC slot, as well as make it so you can replace any land vehicle with any Altirus land vehicle, etc. Now, another thing that was added to the pack is a rangefinder, which, as you can see, will be necessary for naval gunnery, because another fix that was issued in a previous... another fix that was added to Ravenfield, not Ravenfield Tools, but the game itself, is how bots target at range. They will look at the size of a vehicle's avoidance radius, which is basically a rough size estimate of the vehicle, and if it is of a certain size, they will fire at it from any range as long as it's within line of sight, which for battleships is perfect. That is exactly what I was hankering for. However, at the same time, that means they can engage you beyond your visual range. On the one hand, you can just do that by dividing up a map into areas that, you know, everything is within the player's visual range, within the player's draw distance. Well, what I did is I increased the draw distance of the cameras on ships and planes. I also did that on Raditsy Pass, because there's a lot of background stuff. I'm trying to line up a shot because there's something I want to show you here. Trying to line up a shot on the bridge. Oh! You can see there. You can, something I'm trying to do is make it so you can destroy parts of the superstructure. Originally, I was going to try and get it so that you can destroy all the individual guns, but with the system I have in place that lets you control multiple at once, it doesn't work with that. So, my choices are... Uh-oh, it disappeared. Oh, no. That wasn't supposed to happen. Gotta fix that, I guess. Alright. So anyway, Either I can switch to individually controlled turrets and have them all be destructible, and figure out how to not make them disappear after a while, or I can just make it so it's all cosmetic. You can see also working on explosion effects. Now there is an issue I noticed in Beta Branch where boats don't sink anymore. Yeah, as you can see, it's not sinking. It might have something to do with how rigid bodies have been affected by the Amphibious update. I think. I'm not entirely sure, because that's a different sort of rigid body. Yeah, it's supposed to sink, but for some reason there it didn't. And, yeah, in Beta Branch, stuff just doesn't sink anymore. So, what all is in the works for Naval Battles? Well, there's this ship. Gonna finish it up. Gonna make its Commonwealth equivalent. The history being that this was a Bressian battleship that was sold to the Hets, which was considered a very bad idea by the Central Staff and by any military officer in Hetland who knew what he was doing, because Hetland does not have a navy. Why would you have a great big battleship when you have enough trouble funding your land forces, which are going to be the most important? So anyway, yeah, this battleship, Grand Rorigan, a Commonwealth counterpart, a light cruiser, more modern ship that is faster and about as well armed, not as well armored. Also destroyers for both sides. I'm figuring that the Commonwealth sends their light cruiser and a destroyer escort, and at the same time, Brescia reacts to this by sending a destroyer squadron to support this ship, which is in turn supporting a Hetic counterattack in the south of the country, which would be either across that river, or the boats are coming from across the bay and landing at that beach over there and storming the airfield. I'm trying to make it so that the ships are central to the fight, but there's also a land battle, an air battle going on at the same time. Big issue I ran into is that if ships capture a point, all the crew bail out. And since the water in this map kills you at a certain point, not all of it, they just get out and die. So, not ideal. Because originally I had it so that there was like a central point that everyone, all the ships try to capture. But, yeah, like I said, when they do capture it, all the ships of one side will bug out and then try to get back in and then bug out again and steal! Help! I love you, buddy, come on. No, I'm kidding. That guy's got a million things on his plate. Like, here I am overworked with this little mod. He's making a whole game. And, yeah, I don't know how he keeps up with all this. One-man dev teams are seriously impressive. I kid ye not. Anyway, let's see, what else? So, battleship, light cruiser, destroyers, torpedo boats. That torpedo boat I showed you before is placeholder. Landing craft or amphibians. I got ideas for a second Lirzog War amphibian. We'll be seeing a bit of that if I decide to work on it. Also, like I mentioned, gonna have another look at vehicles, get them working with the new vehicle script introduced in the latest RF Tools update. Also, little variants. Basically just some more things derived from things that are already on the roster, like Zav 2 tons with different things on the rear, like anti-aircraft guns, like just a whole bunch of, like 4 veer wells that are meant to shoot down planes. Some more stuff on the back of Sovietsy tractors. MiS-25 with bombs. I don't know if I'd add bombs to the AF-3, because the idea behind that is it's supposed to be like a racing plane that was converted into a fighter. It's already very good against air targets, but making it, giving it bombs would be a little overpowered, and I think lore-wise, it may not have the capacity for any reasonable bomb load. So what I might do is either create that dive bomber for Hetland that they're supposed to have, and or make an attack variant of the Vesper Dothan, though it's a little sluggish for an attack plane. So, bayonets and rifle grenades are nearing completion, so I'll try and get those out the door fairly soon. As for the bigger stuff, like the naval maps and the vehicle stuff, that's going to be put on hold while I work on a map that was requested. I usually don't take requests, but this person has given me donations, and that is very convincing. Right, all that out of the way. Thanks for sticking with me. Hope you're enjoying the mod so far. You'll take care.